Good morning. I have just got up. I have had a coffee and the coffee did its job, which I think you can guess what that means. And I wanted to wait until that happened before I got on the scales. So I am weighing myself today. This is the end of week 5 on Mounjaro, and I took my jab last night just before bed. I was absolutely knackered yesterday. I went on a bike ride and I also did some, I've got these new 1 kilogram ankle slash wrist weights, and I did quite a lot on my legs. Actually did quite a lot of legs and arms workout before the bike ride. But I really feel it in my legs, and I wasn't expecting that because it's only a kilo. But I did find that the exercises I was doing, I was only able to do, 15, maximum 20 per leg, which when I was doing it without any weights, I could obviously do a lot more. So they are assuming that they are having some sort of effect, which is great. So yeah, I was absolutely knackered last night and went to bed early, straight after my jab at 9:30, and I slept all the way through till, I don't know, I think the first time I woke up was 7 something, and then I kept going back to sleep. I eventually got up just before 9. I really needed that, but I have done quite a lot of night shifts in the last week or so, so I think I just needed to catch up. So I don't know what to expect on the scales, and I thought I'd come to you before I weigh, just to talk about it's not exactly anxiety, it is what it is. I hate that phrase, but whatever it will be. There's nothing I can do about it. I have been experimenting with increasing my calories. This angle's hurting my arm. Yeah, obviously still need to strengthen my arms. I'm just holding the phone up. I have been experimenting with increasing my calories, which has basically meant I've had I think 2 or 3 days with higher calories. One day, I think I even went up to the 1600 one day. One day was 1400, and then the others were quite were lowish, like 1000, 1100 or 1200. And the reason being is that I don't want my body to go into a starvation mode and start holding on to everything. I want to protect my metabolism. In fact, I want to increase my metabolism if I can. So that means losing weight slower, steady, take lots of protein, do lots of strength exercises, and not to go into starvation mode means don't have a really, really low calorie diet. So it means I'm in for a longer I'm in the long game. Is that the right word? I'm in the long game. So I understand that when I get on the scales, I might not have lost. Midweek, I did do, I let you know that I did a weigh, and I was 157 pounds. And I don't know, I still feel a bit full in my stomach. So I feel like I've got some food stuck in me. I feel a little bit bloated. Even I didn't have many calories yesterday, but I did kind of have everything all at once. Just because yesterday was a really short day, because I'd done a night shift the night before. So I was only up from, I think 11 a.m. I got up, and then I went to bed at 9:30. And so everything I ate was all in 2 meals. Yeah, basically I feel like I'm full of stuff still. So I am thinking the scales might even have gone up from the last time I weighed myself. But I mean, yeah, I shouldn't be, what am I trying to say? I think what I'm trying to say is, despite the fact that I am trying to I think what I'm trying to say here is that I really don't want to see my weight gain. I don't want to see it go up. That I know that that will affect me, and I'll be disappointed, but at the same time, I have increased my calories and I'm expecting it. The main thing is, if on the Renfo app, does it show extra? If I've gained fat, I'll be really upset. and I might rethink this whole thing. If I've gained, I could just have a really low calorie week, and that will probably bring it back down again. Even if I alternate weeks of like 1 week that's just all low calorie, and then the next week I have a few high calorie days. Yeah, I don't know. It shouldn't really be a big deal, but yeah, it does feel a bit stressful. I'm just going to get on the scales and stop fucking mumbling. I'm going to get on the scales and we'll see what we're dealing with. Okay, so I have weighed myself. I'm going to put my weight here, and yeah, it's 156.8 pounds. So that is 1.8 pounds lighter than this time last week. And obviously I did weigh myself midweek when I was 157, so I've lost a teeny bit since then, which I am really happy with, because as I say, I feel my stomach feels a bit ugh. And I wonder if this is a side effect from last night's jab, because yeah, I feel very, very mildly nauseous this morning. Not to any degree like I'm gonna throw up, but I think if you gave me a stimulus, I would throw up, whereas normally I maybe would just gag. If you know what I mean, if you put something in front of me that was really, really disgusting, I might actually throw up. But yeah, I don't feel sick. I just feel really, really slightly nauseous. And in my stomach, I feel like, you know, when you've eaten something that's not quite right, it's not making you sick, it's not giving you diarrhea, but it's just sitting there in your stomach, and it's not exactly pain, it's just, you know, there's something wrong. It's some sort of like inflammation feeling in my stomach at the moment. So I haven't eaten anything yet today, and yesterday I'd say I ate reasonably healthy. I started off with yogurt with some added sort of whole food crushed stuff, which is like crushed nuts and things in there, a little bit of fruit, so that's not going to have upset me. And then I had chicken thighs with some roasted vegetables. Did I have anything else? And a protein shake. Did I have a protein shake? Yes. I had a protein shake later on in the evening as well, because I needed to up my protein. So that's all I had yesterday. I don't think there was anything dodgy. The chicken was more than well cooked. I went a bit over the top in the air fryer. The vegetables were, yeah, they're probably, we'll call them char grilled. But yeah, I don't think the food is affecting me. I think it might be just the effect of last night's jab. So yeah, I'm happy there was a loss, because I have been experimenting with my calories. I'm actually going to go through my Fitness Pal and have a look at the calorie intake I've had this last week. So we are on Friday today. It's Good Friday, so happy Easter everyone. Let's go back to... Yes, I go back to last Friday. Last Friday I only had 11. I'm just going to round things up and down. Just under 1,200 calories last Friday. Only 1,000 the next day. Just under 1,200 the next day. Just under 1,500 on the Monday, so that was a higher calorie day. 1,238 on Tuesday. Oh, I had a higher calorie day on Wednesday, 1,652 calories on the Wednesday, and then 1,100 yesterday, and today so far nothing, apart from a coffee actually. So yeah, there's the calorie from the milk. I try to get milk that has the higher protein content that I can find wherever I happen to be buying it, so I will, and I prefer the high quality milk like Graham's if I can get it, and I like full fat. I've spent most of my life on skimmed milk because I'm always trying to conserve calories, but now I'm more interested in nutrition, and obviously the jab does the work for me in terms of making me want less food. So I do want to get higher quality products when it comes to dairy products and things like that. I don't buy reduced fat, light or anything like that, because typically when you look at them, they might put some filler in there that's just not good for you anyway. The carbohydrate content in some of these lighter sort of diet foods can actually be higher than the carbs in normal food. So yeah, that's why I buy proper Greek yogurt and either the Faye, which looks like the word phage. That brand has the 5% fat one, so I get that. Or there's, I think it's Marks and Spencer's authentic Greek yogurt, has 10% fat. So I'm not afraid of fat, and I think that's probably keto. Doing keto for so long got me into that mindset, and I think that's probably quite a good mindset to avoid these diet foods. I've used those kind of things all my life. I remember going on calorie deficit diets, buying all the little, you know, the little mini chocolate bars that are 100 calories, and they're advertised as being light and all of that. But the thing is, they do not satisfy you. One little chocolate bar, when you're really, like, when you're in a calorie deficit and you're hungry and your head's full of food, one little diet chocolate bar is not going to satisfy you. Looking back, I would have been better off with a proper chocolate bar, the one that I wanted, and that might have been a lot more satisfying. But anyway, those days are gone. Week 5 completed. The weight loss is there, albeit slowed down as expected, because I have increased the calories, but I have also increased my exercise. I've done a few bike rides. Actually, I only did 2 because I got a flatty, which was annoying. Went all the way to the bottom of this hill over potholes, and tyre just went down, so I had to walk the bike home. So it was still a decent exercise day, and then it's been a few days since I've been able to get that sorted. So I went out on the bike ride yesterday, and that was really good. Definitely feeling it in my legs, but I think that's because I added those 1 kilo weights. Let me show you those. Yeah, I just got these on eBay. They were pretty cheap. I can't remember how much, but less than a tenner. They're great on the ankles. They're slightly loose on the wrists, but they're doable. They're just annoying as they move around a little bit. I even did the stairs, going up and down my stairs with these on the ankles. Probably why my legs are killing me. So today is a rest day for my legs, and I might try and do just a little bit of arm exercises, upper body exercises, but that will have to wait till later because we're out for lunch, a little meeting up with my brother and his family, my other half. So we're going out for an early lunch, and then maybe he's got a little 4-year-old, so we'll probably take him to the park near the pub. So that's good. What am I going to eat? I don't know. I don't feel hungry. As I say, slightly nauseous and a slightly unpleasant feeling in my stomach. It is not making me feel like I want to eat anything at all. But I will, because it would be weird not to. So I will choose something that is protein and fibre, no carbs. I think we'll just say no chips, more salad, whatever. We'll see. But yeah, whether I manage to eat much at all, I don't know. So this is week 6 now. It's gone so quickly. I will be doing a week 6 review at least, maybe a midweek one if there's anything to say. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe. I really love following everyone's journeys on YouTube, especially, and no offense to anyone else, but I really enjoy the Brits because it's newer to us, and also it's more relatable because we don't have a lot of the issues with supply and all the telehealth company drama and all of that. So I do enjoy watching my Brits. Plus they talk about foods that I can actually get and supplements I can get and stuff like that. Oh, talking of supplements, just before I go, my favourite protein so far is, or my favourite protein shake is this. You can't see it on the front here, but it's the speculoos biscuit flavour. So it's Protein Works. The one I had before was Extreme, had Extreme there, whey protein Extreme 360. That had the higher protein content. This one I didn't realise is slightly different and has a slightly lower protein content. So per scoop is, how much protein? Is only 20 grams of protein. There's 112 calories, 5.9 grams carbohydrates, and 3.5 grams of sugar. So but the flavour of this, I mix it with sugar-free or unsweetened almond milk, and the flavour to me is more like a cookie dough or a cake dough. It's quite subtle, so it's not really sweet, and there's a touch of like a cinnamon or a spice, very, very subtle, but it is, yeah, it's like liquid cake mix. So it's really, really nice. And then I have just got creatine. So I've been hearing about creatine as I'm watching YouTube. I keep seeing about creatine, and I thought I would explore it, learn a bit more about it, and apparently it's just bloody amazing for everything. And it's not just for bodybuilders. You want to be weight training in some way or another, but even if you're not, it's good for the brain. It's supposed to be really good to stop your brain sort of degenerating as you get older. So it's really good for the elderly. Anyway, I've decided to add 3 grams into that protein shake and have that every day. It started yesterday, so hopefully it will improve my performance. I can do more strength training and do better on my bike, and therefore build better muscles and just be healthier and all of that stuff. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.